me di bi beba kwaku di bi beba big susu di bi beba na we de kakra bi wo FIFA Club World Cup nim na ma notice ade bi Madrid ewini 3-2 against Dortmund no ade miensa me de ma adwen call so a ase most especially Real Madrid fans no enhu ye no Alonso befa Real Madrid boboku no wa create 3 new options e won the squad nim players akesi omwo ho no Vini mu ye ni mo dada Fedi Valverde mu Rudiger mu Alonso FIFA Club World Cup no every single game awabo no ken mimi hu ne se wa create 3 options e won the squad nim the first one Frank Garcia me no me no nim se anka Frank Garcia de ye bo season no na say La Liga ne other UEFA competitions are Real Madrid boy no ebe wie no anka ye player ba kwa anka 40 poni so be free Real Madrid bobo nim a Frank Garcia no operate as a left back at the Real Madrid by FIFA Club World Cup no under Jabi Alonso abrante ne status asesa onim say wa man new role dia man no a dynamic up and down left back ye kasa obi a dynamic left and a up and down left back a obi a o patrol e the left side o sa left side and say ye bo 4 back ye bo 3 back oko na waba enti sa 10 ho no o patrol ye kasa ye dynamic left back omukọ esoro na omoba form and so far o FIFA Club World Cup me gitu say ye ka left backs ye ade pa e wo wiase a omfa Frank Garcia nka ho by ken utan okodura na oyini brika Frank Garcia under Alonso, it seems the modern bonasesa and gradually or pick it up. Dear Tosum Yenu, the new role of Arda Güler. Say Alonso born no boninano, they will control rhythm, Arda Güler. Madrid say obey you so high low tempo, meaning Arda Güler because on the control rhythm no. And to say oseseni team na Arda Güler no be jina defensive line enim. Ono na yebeka say pretty as a deep lying playmaker. And Ken, sa role no, any role ketwa. In 1930, Papa, your friend Vittorio Pozzo, no ye coach for Italy, introduce formation be in 1930, near kind of metodo system. So in 1930, Vittorio Pozzo, introduce the metodo system no, and no introduce the deep lying playmaker. And obi obo as a deep lying playmaker and all require ball skills. Yen fan hoden ye debo ye de adwen eni nyansa ene boss a ro ho until recently chobi ti se pelu e obebo bon yi e ye adwen ye debo and so far under Alonso the new role of Arda Güler obo ebon yi passing or tike vision creativity or tike composure and decision or tike and to so another option our creative was set up nim no e ye Arda Güler o man the new role then the striker Gonzalo Garcia say Omani operate as a boss dominator striker. We see all different types of strikers. Offer obi to say Benzema, or person obe chirebe jebo, obe control, obe involve play, or you different. By Alonso ba Real Madrid no, akra no using as a striker, eye Gonzalo Garcia no, Omani operate as a boss dominator. Ne de any say on hold him onto the ball, or making sure say time you be creating space. No one who you e position box in him, and to check in go so say, now no can go no say. And to say 3 players we know. Alonso e dia creative option I want the squad nim ye heard the new season no ebetima ba mami rem transfers kakra abrante friend say Jack Grealish e Manchester City player so far Aston Villa aba Everton aba keme na o ka say Napoli for so ekọ ho yes Manchester City for ne say still na no team bi anu wa ye ready say on betima fa abrante no na Manchester City mpokra ye say omo ye ready say omo be reduce omo asking price no ba Brentford friend say Jack Grealish no ni sika no oje no SK teams na we £300,000 a year a week year ni nyina na 15.6 million pounds ye say SK clubs na we clubs na nye willing ana boy ni mpokra nye willing say obe reduce ne salary no anka City for the omo ye ready say omo asking price no on bete so ba Brentford ni nye na again say 15.6 million pounds na oje no oba bete so. Now story we can etwetwe maso kakra menim se begini kwaku ombe wo interest wo nipa o this story ne buy no ye trust in the power transfer market ne story bi o dia be bia ye correct na story a nipa ne dia ba me hu bi ewie ye moama ye se Bayern eko Mohamed Kudus ana o ka che Bayern for se da bi o perspective nko a Me story na ye me wa kakra. But the current story the make can say nipa na or the exclusive na ba no. E obi a ye trusting what transfer market.
Kudus are rejected Bayern.
Bayern. I say already wa catch Bayern for ne say or the yes am a Spurs for. Our possess Spurs no ko minim reason tia.
And it's on rejected. I agree over Bintiana.
By says anka Spurs ne Bayern na.
Ka so to America.
E ho na twetwe maso kakra no. Anka ko
ye. Yes, ka William de bi.
Anka ko ye source bia anka minjindi. By source no de aba no. E ye trustworthy. A o de aba.
Bayern tie nyamene no kranim ne. Nka be me nwa. No no kra chusu Bayern ka be me de be me nwa. Because that boy now was right one.
Michael
Olise no. Ana won hwesa akwa no.
Oni bobo pa. Ana number 10 row no enye musiela yesu prepare musiela so kotu no so enye easy. Enti binim se baby se wa we ni options are. By nipa no this story we aba no. Untimi nka so oboa. So far said the only two dwa no. West Ham for ne Spurs for ne nsam kono mo mbra biem. Sa add-ons ni bonuses ne de entimi nsi.
Spurs I dey pa no mo ye ne sa no. Se omo je say Tottenham je Champions League.
Ana
omo je Premier League. Let's get on betua.
Omo peso betua. Because when the president say Spurs e kwa je Champions League, bibia possible wo wiase de by on a scale of 0 to 10, Spurs je Champions League any league no, e be 1. Enti na West Ham for ni put omo full cash no. Na nim say eno na link to West Ham I say omo be room for Ademola Lookman. Enti eya koye me say ase West Ham for no so plan say omo ton Mohamed Kudus a omo so ko for Ademola Lookman.
On so part Atletico Madrid.
On so Atletico Madrid so ne kasa. Enti West Ham for ne person omo ton Kudus ntem. No ma ya quick no metimi akwa Ademola Lookman ho. Enti story am nsaka awie no eye me nwanwa say yesi Kudus etimi a reject Bayern. Minim say no ko buy. Nipa no de buy no me ginidi. Na ken onim say eye Barcelona wingers na omo peni nyina no. Barca e de ato omo nyina anim say omo ntua embro 60 million euros. Obie no Barcelona for so betua bro 60 million euros. Luis Diaz o Rashford o obie ntua 60 million euros. Barcelona for say e maximum no e 60 million euros extra.
Barca e kele ntua na.
Omo nya kele ntua ba omo wo de omo de ato. So we de omo
and there's any say omo ye.
Madrid na nke omo ye kele ntua asem. Barca de so omo de omo say ye betua ba ye ma ne ntra 60 million euros. Into ma catch teams ni nyina no. E Barca na e go in favor of Marcus Rashford. Because Rashford si kan ye 40 million. Dia kan nyina no so ye above e 60 million no. Enti Barca so de oto omanim. Metesa na wo ka Rodrigo de Paul ne Inter Miami de no. Me na wo ka say so Flamingo for so abawrem. So mo pe Rodrigo de Paul. Flamingo abawrem so mo pe abrante no. Liverpool for you so intermediaries. Oba transfers are ubetima wo agent. Club ni so betima wo hoboti obetima decide say omo koye outsourcing. Obi oye purchasing and supply bi anim outsourcing. Enti Liverpool for call intermediaries for bi say omo nko Konate na nkomo ne nkasa na boy ne nsesa na adwe. Ye say Konate so dia two intermediaries nanim say Liverpool for decide say omo beton no eye sama we dia e team ba ko pe na ope Real Madrid bobuku no say omo beton no anim ya dia e Real Madrid ana ope na onim say Luis Diaz eso ne Liverpool for e wo gentleman agreement bi na sa gentleman agreement no mo no ye say omo di nkomo no omo di tum say team bi ba na okra 82 million euros a ombetime jaya manako eno ana Luis Diaz yese osane de ko kasa se osre o ma do se one Bayern for agree de ba na onim se Nico de no ebenwen ne se enti se omo wotke bi omo mfa bi nka ho no omo befa no because omo gentleman agreement of 82 million euros eno yese Liverpool ne boy na agree say obi di 82 million euros bo ombetime jaya abrante no amanako me na wo ka say wo de tudwa Nicolas Jackson so onko baabia no onim say ken last week lambe breaking story we dey ma say Atletico Madrid for Nicolas Jackson e ma me ka say me koye nhwehwemu di aba eno na ma Nicolas Jackson aba bonten say onko baabia no Atletico Madrid ene Ali Barat ana twetwe nkomo enti Ali Barat ana na ede koto Nicolas Jackson anim say Atletico Madrid for nimpokura ba say omopo ana ma Nicola Jackson catch and say on person obeko baby and see afi we die obesi form with Chelsea sa afi bi be ya de season be ya de dia ma onu Nicola Jackson ya afi we enti catch Ali Barat say on quality come the team no Fenerbahce for so omo ntwema Barcelona Marcus Rashford Fenerbahce for so say omo pe Marcus Rashford enti Jose person say reunite with Marcus Rashford no more per Sancho and Sancho so per Juventus enti Jose ne Fenerbahce for so say omo pe Marcus Rashford na Hoyland so situation no wakache Ruben Amorim say the only thing about team am free Manchester United team no say Manchester for na me cancer ne say omo onye part of the plans say Manchester for team be catch no Hoyland say onye part of the planner ono abranti ro be free Manchester United asundwem Juventus Winfred Ndidi Juventus aberem so omo per Winfred Ndidi on say Juventus beton Douglas Luiz sa abranti no enti on beton no me no ka say Ndidi din abepiem na AC Milan ana Victor Boniface enkomo no ahyase dendenden AC Milan Victor Boniface enkomo no ahyase say Victor Boniface impokra no ese nani beje say obe free Germany abepiem ewo Italy abesi akan dia ma team e friend say AC Milan we story be say Manchester City for show interest ewo Danzel mu Inter Milan for a right wing back no unima de krontia Manchester City for eko Newcastle so mo ko Livramento na omo ko Newcastle so mo ko Livramento no ana Newcastle for abo mu 80 million pounds
Livramento
aye
ono no ni Chelsea
80 million pounds enti eno na ma
and the down first is 25
aye on so ne dey from first to be 15
first to 15
na the release clause no sa date nipa ho age se woni Inter for negotiate na ma say Man City for say ne yenko Inter na bo ni say dey e was Livramento 80 dey Pep Guardiola say la untia
Livramento 80 million
untia
okay Kwame Dela ana ede bebraba wa me hu bebre no Elderson Toswe
Kamera say na mamenchia awoshi senior man na wodun kwa no fin
awoshi
no nti mechia awoshi ye pa na yentoa so de tie ne say I remember very well say be 2 years nie na ye discuss how ye will get our Ghanaian players there say ombenya big clubs abo one of those things are not a boss me mind is in terms of talent. Your players are talented guys, but sometimes Nigeria, Senegal for omutiminya links ko big clubs na your players in Kobe. And you remember we saying say Kudus wo now say news eba for ne honi nyina I am not surprised a bit. Ebra Kudus every Jennifer Mendelovich aswoye e move to roof agency pe and I can say Kudus transfer a lot of stories will come around him. What one of the big agencies a roof John Bizima. If you don't know John Bizima, roof ankasa ninchi ewo Germany by munchi ninchi wa he Germany. John Bizima no ono ne manage Segina Bri. Ono na de Sadio Mane eko Bayern Munich. Oye big agent pa o. Ono na manage Ademola Lookman. Ono na manage Kai Havertz, Karim Adeyemi. Inti Kudus de nsa kwa anase odinti akwa share big agency. So these stories are going to come up. Now, these guys will get Kudus a better club. For that I am assured. But what do we want as Ghanaians? What do Kudus want? A big club na Kudus unkoba anasa unkoba club obenya bo ni biabo. But what the micho ya say? Kudus type on the style of play ni ye. Debian oye sima imon papa unpassable nem famami. Everything should go through Muhammad Kudus. That is the style of play. It is a okoto timwa. Team no obie bobia. You will not see Kudus play well. One say Moise ebe big jidi o Kudus mana West Ham ombo boni bi fa no so no na Kudus bopa Graham Potter obi am boni bi no na say Kudus ya your ordinary but on your ordinary the type no say everything should go through him or yes number 10 for ni bi Inti ayadian na Ghana for epe. Say a big club there, roof agency, they will get Kudus a big club to play. Say a game time with there, then we should be very careful. Say West Ham for no Obunya Ometonwa Chelsea, Obun Thomas Tottenham da. Tottenham, omu biggest rival, West Ham for Kahumi. Omu no mun kan. Na sanyesa West Ham for a here to omu yesika. Inka they will not even negotiate with Tottenham Hotspur. Say ebi akotoko hwachre no ne House of Folk here negotiation on. But Chelsea for no, they are not willing to pay what West Ham United want. Chelsea say, with the players say, but now they can crash also. West Ham here seek liquid money. Now they are fun accounts anymore. Say they will run away from the financial fair play. Me what you me joy say. And nothing I'm not Tottenham for no was Russes here because Chelsea are not willing to pay cash or persuade the players no kwaji. It is a Tottenham na wo sisi here. Kudus will negotiate. They say Tottenham team no. Thomas Frank no pay Brian Buemu we nya no. And the Kudus also profile na Brian Buemu dey ya pay. It looks like he's been offered playing time e wo Tottenham Hotspur. Okọ benya ball ni biabo. Me Tottenham nanka say na me say da nyu omu niam ni ndi but say odi be call club for bi dey. West Ham is okay. Let's see what will happen. Dia tosubio. Arsenal ne Victor Gyokeres no. They say. Last year, now was the Arsenal for Benjamin Sesko. And the boy extended the contract. Then there was agreement, Edu. Any boy agent, Basanovic, agreement by month for say Arsenal will come back for this boy. So time no will release clause of 50 million euros. But the release clause on say the more all board, the more also go no release clause on air cost. Say when we ended the season, the release clause moved from 50 to 80 million euros still. Mikel Arteta, the ideal choice of pay, Benjamin Sesko on Victor Gyokeres. Sesko no owa or 645 Arsenal for pay attention for Nibia or fall in. Sesko 22 years. Sesko Bob Bundesliga unlike the Portuguese league. Intika Sesko na play on paper. But when they went to negotiate with Leipzig, the last time I catch us a club sir, only negotiations are all bre pay RB Leipzig. Leipzig for na say pay the release clause. And now so say it's cannot kakra. No problem. Ubetia 90 million euros now the add-ons account. So either you are paying 80 million euros cash down or you are paying 90 million euros. That's not for say we cannot do it. And almost someone siase. And now I'm asking I follow about Victor Gyokeres deal, you know. Now Ken, this is where it gets interesting. Yeah? Boy any agents, you know, Omumwa Sports in Lisbon. For no crack. See, Sports in Lisbon for no say 100 million. They know say Obi no better boy in 100 million. It makes a lot of sense. Omon ton 100 million. On person 80 million euros. See, 80 million euros na Sports in Lisbon for no edge, you know. Say agents and about my clubs not 80 million euros. Boy, any agents, 10% too. And agents, you know, I don't know. As a woman boy, I too desperate. In say clubs not for boy enough. As now bed or the cost is 65 million euros cash down. And now they kakras also for add-ons. Into the add-ons no come you are looking at 80 million euros, 65 plus 15. And now, Sports Lisbon for say you pay 70 million euros. It's the difference right now. Sikanankasa a base figure no. Arsenal is offering 65. Sports Lisbon for someone 70 plus 10. But what did the Micho Yasi? Now, 70 plus 10, no. So Arsenal you're willing na Arsenal be for Victor Gyokeres Ediako. Because Sports Lisbon for no so so one seed and it makes a lot of sense to say Bruno Fernandes, man you for turn 2019. Turn 65 million euros. Midfielder Bruno Fernandes. 2025. Aqua was 54 goals last season. They are going to sell him around South Africa. Yes, but why not this our problem in Inaba? It is because they've made themselves too desperate. Now, club will be able to get Bobobia open. Youngquay, Luis Diaz. Here, build any all the news tablets with Germany in say boy no agree with Bayern Munich. Now, it does not make the deal over. Luis Diaz, he's not happy with Liverpool. Now, one of the players are Liverpool for and show me with all due respect to my Liverpool people. Hey, Luis Diaz. Ken, Luis Diaz, now what you be £55,000 at the Barca. He's been complaining. Why you complain? Sansa na ketwe muntumu sikano general form. And now Federico Chiesa buy. Federico Chiesa just £150,000 a week. No, Luis Diaz Liverpool boy or 55. Esa. Your players say Jessica Chena down unions in Yadi or £140,000. McAllister at £150,000. Or you made fooder. He's least paid. And what complaining say, for the thing can be around £200,000. 200,000 only negotiate here. 150, I'm sure he would take. But Liverpool foreign person may take a risk. Liverpool feel set with it. Yamiya January. Obeko 29 years. Omuman is asking us so say they feel say a bad business decision and the Ombabe. Liverpool are very reluctant. They don't want to touch it. And a boy in the club no happy. Last year, so Ubon sene papa no de hu twitwi basa for okay last year no ye no I said akoye interview me ba no nya basa obebo I say or the basa ne per contract extension.
Okay.
Me watch what the be show ya say because ideally boy no your pair say Liverpool beto na ketuem. And all you to other clubs. But Liverpool up to now I said they are not perturbed. Say Baso said they don't care. They are still insistent. Say you are not for sale. So we better just over 80 million euros. Right now, say on a Bayern Munich for na kasa ano encourage. Say Bayern Munich would have to come to Liverpool and negotiate. Liverpool want to insist to say 80. But as something in I can't contract no 2 years until Liverpool can relax. But point they say Liverpool should rather extend his contract or. If they get 80, they are good to go. Because Bayern Munich for better 80 for par for Luis Diaz there. It makes a lot of sense. Real Madrid. Mamadita Madrid versus Hilal. Pachuca, Salzburg, Juventus, Dortmund. She. And now many Pachuca boy. Now be very particular about the game because it was Xabi Alonso's first game. Okay, 4-3-3. Now 4-3-3 now coach in the coin. Ken. And no matter Rodrigo Gyokeres opportunity to shine, and Rodrigo be good when he wants but that game, Asensio so good when he wants and no match. I mean, the core center back, no the other Guile by no stress so beat me abo. And the coach, next game Osasa call 5 at the back, and now no more ball against Juventus. Madrid ball 5 at the back. But what we should game no be one of those deficiencies and what game no was that a time we be an cannot yield us ever for ball or find Trent Alexander-Arnold they struggle because Alexander-Arnold's strength say the ball no air queen. It is a way a coach. How do you solve it? Because coach, some of the defender and the 5 at the back untouch it. Chouamini in a fall from midfield no abeka. Ken, me more 3 examples of. They see here against Borussia Dortmund because Dortmund also about 3 at the back. Now Svensson and Karim Adeyemi Senka coach na nya bibi amfa ho they cannot yield us Eddie Yomono can the same thing baby. Give me one example. It's instead of Chouameni falling to become a defender now you have 5 at the back. They can't say rather Freddy Valverde mom and a dropping be Trent Alexander-Arnold. First example in Kent times because of time. My second example. So this is the 12 minutes. Freddy Valverde and I drop it. So instead of Chouamini, I'll be question. This game it was Chouamini mom. It was Freddy Valverde mom na Eba. My second example. Here Trent Alexander-Arnold and after Karim Adeyemi. Send a Freddy Valverde will also drop. Last example because of time. Last example no so Ebeba in the 24th minutes again. A Freddy Valverde boom and I drop it. So in their previous game, Chouamini dropped as a center back against Borussia Dortmund. It was Freddy Valverde. See, always the 5 at the back doesn't change, but the Madrid team is too flexible. Depending on what they want to do in the game, player no Obia betimi drop it. So far, I think say Madrid will face bigger challenge, but what we are seeing, you know, we are seeing good changes.
Okay. Madrid PSG next. And in soon be nyabo. Biggie, sabako there.
No, me do.
Yeah, na and say wa ni mana.
Many crab ya the
Say na no ko mo de na age, o mo de na cry dey. O mo de na we na match won. PSG for no. Say o me tun dey to crash obi o.
Many crab ya be checking.
Can I hear those in the faba no mo bre? Hey. So we mo wan why. Na due no cry dey say na no me hwe na no hu.
Ken Madrid team no say defensively and Casado Trent Alexander-Arnold actually clearly say he's a man who is not there defensively. He gives you a lot of attacking options. And he they have to expect Cesar man better SCC. Ken Real Madrid, when you have a new coach, a new team, now you're fortunate say Okobo tournament attention any BBA also. Coach will be making sure say or be provide a platform for almost every player or you available Bobo Konim said ya or be shame no they are selecting the best players on only few say you season ni mo or be timidi o my juma. It is a what has be alone so almost everybody our Real Madrid Bobo Konim and he wants to give everybody that opportunity. Now the bag exhibit who no be who say born who timi abo and I say untimi mo. So when he takes a decision and konko yes will be who timika and also on pass MSCSM and on fan movie. Some of these players have gotten the opportunity and almost surprised you. Last time he did Gonzalo home come and never baba be story. Say player friend say Hendrik. There are teams so much as so mobile branch and as a Madrid as so mobile here branch and on loan. Real Betis number 1. Can at this moment you ask yourself, say, ebe here say Hendrik better than Real Madrid Bobo Konimoana. First of all, tell me a player now. At the SSMA and they say you have to talk to the coach. Only coach in the team come on, coach not on a plan for what kind of plans because you are absent at the Club World Cup. There are other players from here present. Almost an opportunity to Real Madrid Bobo Konim. So giving the opportunity, Oma grab this opportunity with both hands and Yeme Konkain and so the Maomo. It is a players only a mobile be prayer. A better dinger the amount. So buy now Baba command the sport because you are not Kylian Mbappe, you are not Vinicius Jr. A branch now on a pre-position no. At the Real Madrid senior level, we haven't seen a lot from him. Gonzalo. Back in at the Club World Cup, Aquadana proved the actual BBA say he's a good striker. So far, matches our body ama Real Madrid. Our Club World Cup anymore. Wash 4 goals and our assist Barca. 5 goal contribution from 5 matches. It's in the clearly. Coach Biabe Peso be keep such a player. No be see a kind of man. Hendrik on the other hand, that Real Madrid senior team had opportunities, but a lot of them were in stats. But even with that, about 22 matches in the league, 3 stats Spain or share 1 goal in the Spanish La Liga. Champions League, about 9 matches. Onya 1 start in the Champions League or share 1 goal. But the Onya stats Kesiapa was in the Copa del Rey. A Honoman branch in your stats be about 6 games and the Madrid or start 4. In the Copa del Rey, no a Real Madrid top scorer or share 5 goals. Into clearly, Aquadana Cheto on a lot of opportunities and other stats. On also bet me proving who Real Madrid Bobo Konim. But at the Club World Cup now, coach they assessing new players. No, onya available. One man other player opportunity. I don't know deliver. It is a oba a better dance or baba tuno and so dear few. And we shouldn't forget say he's a Spaniard. That alone gives him another advantage over who player for us Hendrik. Onya established. What is all no. It was in Brazil na you who why, but at Real Madrid you haven't achieved anything extraordinary with the Real Madrid club. It's a better thing the ama Aquadano. Tony coaching in Casa. No resort na Madrid ebe buan nya sa dia. Ompelo ni bi na onko. No konko beta no ho honum. Na for opportunity ne ba. Wasan so aba be piem wo Real Madrid, no aba be si akan. Enso the ama ken. Manchester City. Pep Guardiola gradually fixed the problems in the squad. Into honum Kevin De Bruyne and Okoto Ryan Sheki and Odin Baye. The quality Ryan Sheki has shown, it did dance here clearly. Say he's a good player. At the left back position, no be here player. And Okofa Ait Nuri and in the Baye at the Club World Cup. Young baller Ait Nuri so body Manchester City Bobo Kono. He's been very good. Defensively, he's there. Or attack here, he gives you options and so anymore. He plays as a modern day left back. It's in gradually problems na Manchester City bobo ko nim no. Coach ni gu so all ya den all solve it. Portos na dem no all fail it. But baby ba ko aba be problem kaka. Area Manchester City has been the right back position. It's na ya me de. So Manchester City bobo ko no. And some about bonti and as a report about Chelsea compare Dumfries. Dumfries are bought to that level. Manchester City bobo ko no be here for that particular project. I am saying this because City right back position no talk road Walker. Kyle Walker was the man and no boss our position or solidify her at Manchester City. The standard of the right back position Koko drew here. Manchester City bobo ko no. It got to a point City share Real Madrid. Na Kyle Walker more. Among for boni this one no you be obetimi asport to Vinicius Junior. It is out to me yes ejuma no. E drew sa level no. Not only the league, the Champions League level near there. It means all the standard of the right back position Manchester City in a Kosoro. But since he left, and I say only Manchester City bobo ko nim no. Omo ma be boni ntimi nya sa ejuma no. Empeja the right back position, emfan konko do sa standard no. Rico Lewis beba be bokaka. A bit of inexperience and inconsistency. Ewa akoda nafa. E toda na coach na kofa midfielder. Matthias Nunes e na baba be gina the right back position. Eti emfound City team na strong. Emfound there are options. Ewa animu ho midfield any e chire honom no. The right back position to kro baba be da honom a Manchester City bobo ko ni team mfele ye. It is over called Livramento. Never bow 80 million. The Livramento we are talking about, Campono, Newcastle at the right back position, do Timibo. But Newcastle, most of the time, about the left back position, and at the Maomo. It is a Bebo 80 now, Quenya or Dumfries on one. I think so going for that particular player is a very good option for the right back position. Our Manchester City Bobo Kunimu. And standard now, Kyle Walker. A page at the right back position of Manchester City, the Coco through, you know. And now, open right backs or be fitted as standard now. Obe Dumfries, Obe Ashraf Hakimi. These are the right backs or do sa level. No, it's getting him to fill that gap. Brad energy to one of the Ken. And idea about Manchester City Bobo Konepa. Now on AC Milan, coach I find Maximiliano Allegri is getting almost everything he wants with AC Milan. And in Pennyforce to whom much is given, much as expected. Yeah, the opening in our see are the supporters of AC Milan, the management, the board, everybody in and around the club. And so Ressa won't so buy the almost to pay at the amomo. And it's so bit to me, I did a school to be him. Why you be that with AC Milan in 2011-2012? Gideon or cover Juventus or yeah. Why increase Gideon because at Juventus, a Juma and a brag so when it comes to the domestic trophies. I do a Champions League final, any idea. It's almost a shame, no, and I'm decided to say you are the manner. Ubetimi ababa boyen because the year penal why you be that yanko fa umra and omode naba ya no ken there were players and omo person omo free AC Milan because project e cost wo omo ni gidie wom. Mike Mignan is a typical example. Omo ni abrante na kasa convince no ene Mike Mignan decided so obetena AC Milan onko ba bia. Rafael Leao wanted to leave. No person join Barcelona ne Bayern Munich no man omo penal. Omo ni akwada na kasa coach ne na kasa coach na kan in the press conference and they said he feels so award you obey media bringing out the best Rafael Leao it's only player na kasa I'm a player and so tena omo kwa kofa Luka Modric e de na brel after the Club World Cup oba be join AC Milan omo be yiska e de akofa Matteo Retegui and so de na ba the top scorer in the just ended season Italian Serie A mu enti omo ya de bia ma say de be ya obey me succeed it is good na mum e the pressure and e ba enti papa no so make sure said the omo yedi amano no ono to be repay the supporters the board the management and you be owo AC Milan bobo ko no hu bia with Scudetto no omo hwehwe and that status omo person omo recapture with European football mu no omo no ntimi form nkonkoduru sampempen so no because ade bi ebe hia manager is successful bia no omo de sade ne ma Allegri ken.
Okay, and a big merci about so na